To get a full set of netherite tools and armor, you need 36 ancient debris, which can take some people up to hours. But by the end of this video, you'll get that done in just minutes. From strip mining all the way to automating the process, here are 5 easy ways to get ancient debris in Minecraft. Now, before you go out to go look for ancient debris, there's a few things you need to know. First, there are 2 biomes you need to avoid mining in. The first is the basalt biome, which is by far the worst, with the basalt blocks being much more resistant to TNT while also taking longer to mine with a pickaxe. And in the Crimson Forest, mobs like hoglins and piglins can easily spawn behind you, killing you in your caves. Next is that the best Y level to mine on in the nether for ancient debris is Y level 15. If you are not on this Y level while you are mining, you will slow down your progress significantly as shown by this chart. And finally, if you're in the Java version of the game and press F3 plus G, you will get these outlines. These are chunk border outlines, and discovered by Shulker Craft, if you decide to mine in between these 2 outlines right here, you can increase your ancient debris yield by up to 50%. To do this on Bedrock, just find an X or Z coordinate that evenly divides by 16 to equal a whole number. If it evenly divides by 16, like how 64 equals 4, then you will be on a chunk border like I am here. The first method I'm going to go over is bed mining. All you need for this is a ton of beds, while a little bit of armor, some food, and a pickaxe to mine things. Bed mining is the easiest way to mine for ancient debris in the early game if you have tons of wool. To get wool, you can easily make this insane string farm in the Java version, or you can make a sheep farm and craft the wool into beds. Once you have enough beds, head over to the nether. Using beds for nether mining is easy because when we try to sleep in beds, they explode. And using this, we can discover ancient debris all around us. To effectively use the beds, simply just mine into the wall 3 blocks into the wall itself. Then go to 2 blocks on your head level on the right or left side, doesn't really matter, and place a bed. Make sure that you have at least 1 block in between you and this bed, and when you try to sleep, it'll explode. And you may catch on fire, but just punch it out. And this method is completely safe, because if I go ahead and place down my bed and have no armor on, I will only take half a heart of damage from the explosion, which I just heal up instantly anyways. But still watch out for lava and fire, because you can die if you aren't paying attention. While you are mining, you will also come across these lava falls, which you can find ancient debris behind them super easily. Simply open up your F3 menu, and on the right hand side it says target block with the block you were looking at. And if I look up a little bit, I will see ancient debris is right where I am looking, which I would have never found if I never looked at my F3 menu. The next method I'm going over is going to be strip mining, and you may think that strip mining is useless, but using the right technique, you can get a ton of ancient debris. All you need to strip mine is just a diamond or iron pickaxe and some food. However, the enchants you need varies on these 2 pickaxes. If you're mining with an iron pickaxe, make sure you have at least efficiency 3 on those pickaxes. And rather than get them breaking and mending, just fill your inventory up with a bunch of these pickaxes because you're going to be breaking them constantly. And if you're using a diamond pickaxe, you want to have at least efficiency 2 with the breaking and a mending enchant. Efficiency 2 is the lowest enchant on a diamond pickaxe to get the instant break effect on netherrack. And you need the mending because when you find these nether quartz, it'll repair your pickaxe back to full. Many people, when they strip mine, they'll usually do something like this on top of the border chunks. But it's better to mine a wide variety of blocks like this because you'll uncover more ancient debris and you'll just find quartz that'll end up repairing your pickaxes anyways. Make sure you also have blocks in your offhand so you can quickly block off lava and not get all your stuff burned. TNT mining is the third method I'm going to be going over in this video. TNT mining is also one of the easiest ways to find ancient debris, but it's also one of the most expensive. Because for every piece of TNT, you're also going to need 5 gunpowder. But if you have a good gunpowder farm, this method should be super easy. All you're going to need for this method is a pickaxe to mine ancient debris, a bunch of TNT and a way to light it, and some food. Once you got all that, head over to the nether. Dig yourself a strip mine tunnel as long as you want, but make sure you are on a chunk border. Once you feel like you've mined a strip mine that is long enough, follow this TNT pattern. Place 1 piece of TNT, then skip a block, and then place 2 pieces of TNT. And then skip a block and then place 1. And then you're just going to follow this pattern over and over again until you reach the end. Once you place down all your TNT, simply just light it up, and the TNT will blow up all the netherrack, leaving only the ancient debris behind. So all there is left to do is go inside your mine and mine all your ancient debris. To actually upgrade your diamond gear to netherite, you need to find a bastion to get a smithing template, which is typically the hardest part of upgrading your gear. However, these bastions also give you tons of loot, like ancient debris, netherite scraps, and even netherite ingots themselves, which can save you from mining an additional 4 ancient debris per ingot. Plus, if you are lucky enough, you can find multiple of these in just a single chest. But if you aren't careful enough, hoglins and brutes will be alerted when you open these chests, causing them to attack you. However, there are a few ways to loot bastions without alerting them entirely. The first trick to looting bastions without being detected is by using hoppers. You see, piglins won't attack you until you actually try to loot these chests right here like this. But if I were to mine under the chest like this and place a hopper, the piglins actually won't start attacking me, letting me just freely collect any of the loot that ends up going inside here, like this ancient debris here. However, this method doesn't stop brutes from attacking you, but that's where the potion of invisibility comes in. Right now, all the brutes can see me and they are attracted to me, but when I drink this potion of invisibility, they can no longer tell where I am, and that allows me to just freely run around them without them attacking me. And even with all the piglins around you, you can still just open up chests freely without them attacking you. Just be too careful about getting too close to these piglins, because if you actually touch them, they will find you and kill you. But finding bastions can be a real big pain if you don't know these two tricks. Bastions have a lot of mobs that spawn within them, like brutes, hoglins, and piglins, and we can use this to our advantage. When you first get to the nether, one of the quickest ways of finding a bastion is actually going to your options and turning your FOV slider all the way down to 30. Once you've done that, you can then open up your F3 menu, and on the left hand side you will see an E counter. This counts how many entities are in the area, and mobs count as an entity. So if you see this number spike a lot in one singular direction, like I have a spike up 25 or 30 over here, and now I just have to run into the direction where I saw that spike and I can find a bastion. The second way to find a bastion is on the chunk base website. While in your world, if you do /seed, you will get your seed, which you can click on to copy. Once you have that seed, head over to the chunk base website. I'll have a link in the description below. Go ahead and input your seed where it says seed and make sure you have the version set correctly. If you're on Bedrock, make sure you have Bedrock. If you're on Java, make sure you're on Java. Set the dimension to the nether, and this website will tell you the coordinates of all these different types of bastions. Now, there are 4 different types of bastions: the bridges, the hoglin stables, the housing units, and the treasure room. And by far the best is the treasure room bastion, as this is the only bastion that gives you a 100% chance of finding a smithing template in every single chest, with also the highest netherite chances, giving you a 42% chance of finding a netherite ingot in every chest as well, which will easily get you full netherite armor in just one bastion. Mining to find ancient debris is a thing of the past, because with this tunnel board you can automate the process of mining all the netherrack. And to build this, you only need to sacrifice 3 ancient debris per machine, which in the long run is a worthy trade. Simply just press this note block, which will set off all the pistons and the TNT, blowing up all the netherrack in the area, leaving only the task of mining the ancient debris to you, which I find to be the most satisfying part. And if you want to learn how to build one of these machines, check the video on the screen now. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!